Hi everybody, this is Bonnie Barker with Bonnie Bay Crochet, and I'm going to refresh my computer here so I can see any comments coming in. Thank you for joining me today. We've got some fun things planned. We have, let me adjust this down just a little bit. There we go. Um, I've got a giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a sneak peek on this, okay? We have 3 digital copies that are going to be given away of Crochet World magazine, and I'll be showing you more of that. All you need to do to enter is just to comment in the live chat. I have instructed Becky as to whom I've given her certain information so she knows um, which comments she's going to be picking. And that's just going to be between Becky and me, but it's still going to be at random. So I just wanted to make sure that that's in place and you understand how I do these giveaways. They are totally at random. Otherwise, I'd want to give everybody something, and of course, that would not be a very good business model for me right now. Maybe in the near future it would be, but anyway, it's so good to see you. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this refreshed. Okay, so I can see your comments. I see them coming in on my phone, but I just want to be sure to see them here. Oh wow, we do have some people. Hi to share. Um, J Hook Crochet and More. She's asking when is this starting? It's at noon, so right now. Hi Ushi, if I'm saying that right. And Kimberly, happy life. Welcome to our Friday Fun Live time. Um, and last 7654. That's an interesting name. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. And Janice. Um, Francis from New Zealand, it's good to see you again. I so appreciate your encouraging comments. You're always so encouraging. And she says it's very hot there in New Zealand. As you know, they are in the southern hemisphere, down there with Australia, uh, and they are experiencing some hot weather. Apparently, well, they have spring when we're gearing up towards fall and winter. Had a chance to experience that last year. First time ever going to Australia. My husband had a business trip, so I had to go along. Kind of rough, right? But that was a pretty amazing trip, and just to see all the Christmas decorations out, and it was very warm. I'm going to ask you to hold on for 1 second because my heat just kicked in here and it's very loud, and I want to make sure that that is not being heard over this broadcast. Be right back. Okay, sorry about that. The heat is officially on. I need to let you all know that we had about 4 snowflakes this morning. If you studied the trees and you see the space in between the trees where some of the leaves that are still connected are starting to fall, you could see snow flurries. I don't mind it if it's just a few that you can, actually, I don't mind snow at all. I love snow in moderation, as all things, I guess. But being from Florida, that was a dream of mine to see snow and to play in snow, and I got to live that life with my children. That dream, to say the least, has been fulfilled, and so I am content with, I'm okay without it, but I love it when it comes. But just to say that we are officially in poncho and sweater weather, so yay, so you can dig out all your crocheted things and we can actually wear them now. Let me see who else is in our chat here. Let's see, Kimberly Hall, welcome. Thanks for joining me. And Angie and Barbara and Deb Sky, thank you so much, you all, for taking time out. And Donna from North Dakota. I know you got the long johns out up there. I've seen the forecast. Let's see, who else do we have? Deborah from Tennessee, thank you so much for joining me. And M. Auger from Quebec, Canada. Wow, thank you. I know you guys have the heat turned on, so you can understand me wanting to turn ours off so that I can hear myself think. Um, and Lou Garcia says she's making the tree of life for for your mom. Th- Thank you. Hi from New York City. Well, Lou, you're going to want to pay attention in just a minute because I have a special announcement. Let me finish going through some of these names and I'll tell you about it. I'm actually going to be in your area soon or in the next couple months, Lord willing. Deborah from Tennessee. Um, Lynn from Delaware, welcome, welcome. And Pamela from California. Hope you are doing well there. Hope you're not being affected by the terrible fires that we're seeing in the news out there. Been praying for you guys off and on. Just terrible situation there. Um, and Robin from Kentucky, welcome. Yeah, I bet it is cold there. Beautiful, beautiful state of Kentucky. My best friend is buried there, and I love, love, love that state. Um, yeah, Angie says it's cold in Tennessee. And Missy, okay, you say you can't hear me. Does anybody else have that problem? If so, please let me know in the chat, and I'll see what I can do. Um, although you may want to check to see if your phone is the volume is turned down. I had to go into my phone this week, even though I had it turned all the way up on the volume. I had to actually go into the system preferences, and sometimes that gets turned down, especially if you've had any recent updates on your phone, or even sometimes the mute button on your computer if you're watching from the computer. Um, I struggle with all that stuff, so I've learned the hard way. Mary Hayes has a question. Haynes, I'm sorry, Mary Haynes. Um, says, I have a pattern for a child owl purse. It calls for cotton yarn. Can I use worsted weight? Um, I don't, it depends on what kind of cotton yarn it's calling for. There are, um, the, the fiber content is one issue. The thinness or, the thickness of the fiber is another one altogether. Like different weights they call it, like whether it's DK, which stands for double knitting, which is a number 3 on the weight scale. If it's a worsted weight yarn, if it's calling for a worsted weight uh, yarn, you could certainly use worsted weight cotton, I would think. Now, do remember or do know that cotton, it's durable for many different things. Like I talked about the dishcloths last week. Let's see if I have any of those. They're around here somewhere. Um, but keep in mind that cotton is a little bit heavier than acrylic. So if it's a project calling for a wool or a cotton, the wool and the acrylic is going to be lighter weight than the cotton, whereas the cotton may hold up better. So there's so many things to think about with that. But that's a great question. Um, Yeah, Julia, welcome. She's like, she can't believe she's able to tune in. Yeah, you guys are busy out there. I get that. Life is busy, and if I didn't carve this time out here, I wouldn't be able to be here either. So I so appreciate those of you who are joining me live. Hopefully, you'll get a little. 3 of you at least. Hopefully, will get a reward for that. Um, see, yeah, Julia says she loves the snow, and Sue Lashley, it's good to see you, my friend. She says, "Oh no, too soon for snow." Yeah, you just never know. I remember one year, my husband had a flight. This was a business flight, and he was actually over in Germany, and he was flying home, and it was like mid-October, and he got snowed. We had so much snow along the East Coast. He was supposed to land, I believe it was in Boston. No, no, no. He was supposed to land in New York, but New York was all snowed in. So they flew the plane to Boston because the plane had run out of fuel, was running out of fuel and could no longer circle to land at JFK. So they sent it on to Boston, and the plane refueled and then was able to, through a narrow window, get into New York and land. He was supposed to land near where we live in outside of Washington D.C. That didn't happen. So then he had to take a train all the way from New York because if he had stayed in New York waiting for that connecting flight, I know this is too much information, but he would have had to stay overnight, and there was still no guarantee he would even get out the next day. So he just took a train all the way home. I remember picking him up at 2 o'clock in the morning at Union Station in Washington D.C. Ah, really weird snow. That was really early. Um, but Lord willing, if we get more snow, I think we might be ready this year. We have a uh, we actually have a plow now. It's a small attachment, or actually it's a big attachment. I helped my husband put it together, and it goes onto our 15-year-old lawn tractor, and it makes, if our backs can survive that process of getting the thing hooked up, then we can actually clear the snow in a matter of about half an hour instead of shoveling all day. And with our backs, that's a good thing. So maybe the next house if we ever move, it won't have much to shovel. Let's see. Snow, yes. Snow means sweater weather, poncho weather. Yes, yes, yes. See, Donna Cooper. Hi, Donna. She has a question. Oh, she says it was in the 70s yesterday and 46 right now. Yeah, it's a big change. This is the fall. That's what fall does. Um, okay, Missy says she can hear me fine. That's good. So um, hopefully that can work out for the person who was having trouble. Okay, Susan says she needs some Christmas gift project inspiration. Crocheting through my stash. Any ideas for me? Susan, you must be a prophet because I actually have a very short, I believe it's like 6.5 minute video coming out on Monday. And this is going to basically do a quick show of all the different projects that are already on my channel. But I understand it's a lot to navigate. And if these are projects that appeared a couple years ago, you're not going to know about them. They're not going to come up in your recommended feeds at all. So what I've done is I've put a playlist together, and I'm going to have all that linked in this video that I release on Monday. And it's going to have things that you can crochet, short period of time. If it's not a small project, it's something that uses, big poofy yarn that works up fast. But it'll be things that you can take a look at. And also during the month of December, November, the things that I'm going to focus on releasing are going to be the small, quick gift kind of things rather than the big projects. But I do want to mention that coming up this winter, I do have two major projects planned. I think I've mentioned them before to you all on other broadcasts, but I have my first crocheted sweater project coming up, and I'm real excited about the way this is coming. I'm in the process of doing that right now. I just finished planning and getting the yarn for a big Afghan, well, not a big Afghan, but it's a major project. It's going to be probably 4 videos long. It's going to be another sampler Afghan, but it's going to be done in a way that I've never done before. It's going to involve using a new acrylic that's available from Love Crafts. I've actually never used their yarn before, but after hearing from my friend Stephanie at Good Loops, hi Stephanie, in case you're watching, I, from her recommendation, decided to go with some of the paint box yarn from Love Crafts. Maybe some of you from the UK have used this a lot. I have not. But I also learned that it's available to those in the U.S. without having to pay, UK shipping prices. They do have a distribution place in the States so that it's just regular postage. And so that is coming. I can't give you exact dates yet. I'm thinking the sweater project will probably be in early January. And look for the crochet along, which is going to be the sampler Afghan. Look for that in late January, early February, because that way it's something that you can do, and it'll keep you warm as you do it. And I think you're going to really like it. It's going to involve a lot of color work as well as texturized stitches. I can't wait to start this thing. I just need to like you, get through the holidays and do it in a normal, calm fashion, not in a rush. So in order for me to do that, I have to defer the things that I'd rather do now and just say, okay, I'm going to do that once winter hits and the snow is piled up outside. Um, I got those two major projects coming to you. Okay. Um, I do have some other fun things. The scarf. Let me show you again. The pink scarf that I showed you, that is coming. Look for that. Not this coming Monday, but the Monday after that. So this will still be in November. It's coming, and I promise with that project, it doesn't take that much time. Let me go ahead and take a look at the comments again because I've been talking a lot here. Um, Sue wants to know when the winners will be announced. It'll be announced at the end of this time. I'm going to try to do that at about 12:30. So I'm sorry if that holds anybody up, but do check in. Um, do check in with me. It'd be great if you're listening when we make the announcement because I'm going to need your email address if you're a winner. Do not post your email to me in the live chat, okay? I'm just telling you right now, do not post your email in the live chat because as you know, one reason that we have Becky, hi Becky, Becky she's in South Carolina this week. She's still taking care of Grandma Barker, and just really thankful that she can do that with her husband Brian. But the reason she even has to moderate this is just to make sure some of the unsavory remarks don't get through and that they don't offend you guys, okay? So, and if there have been people like that on the group chat, unfortunately, in the past. And just because of that, I just say don't post your email to me publicly. Just when it's time, I'll let you know. But that's a great question, Sue. Um, we have, is it Genive, or am I pronouncing that right? Is it Genive? I think that's what it is. I'm probably pronouncing your name, honey, wrong. I'm sorry if I am. She's from Puerto Rico. Yay, and she says she's making a baby blanket. It ran out of the white, and they don't carry it here. Oh, dear. Um, Let me know what, if you want to contact me later, let me know what kind of yarn you're looking for, and I'll see if I can help out in any way on that. Um, Maybe it's time just to get creative when that happens. Oh dear, but that is kind of a bummer. Let's see. Let me, let me just look real quickly here. Oh, Robin says she's a Miami Dolphins fan and she needs to find the perfect yarn for the poncho. Ah, Robin, you might have to, you may want to look at the Lovecraft site and see they have a lot. Their paint box yarns. Again, I've not used them, but they do come highly recommended to me. You might want to check them out. They have a huge color palette with their yarn, and I'm sure you could find, the right shade of aqua and orange to go with that beautiful poncho. I just ask if you could please post the picture of that. I would love, love, love to see this. She's talking about the poncho back here, the my favorite sports teams poncho. I'd love to see that in aqua and orange. That would be cool. Um, and then we have Corinne from Utah. Not really any snow here yet. Well, you know it's coming though, right, Corinne? Let me see if there's any questions I need to answer. Say hi to the Blind Needle and Deborah from North Carolina. Um, Pat and let's see. Do. I am a slow reader, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yeah, Susan says, glad to be live here today and not at work. Well, welcome, Susan. I hope you're enjoying your day off. I feel honored that you're spending it here with me. Um, and hello from Rocking Hills, Ohio. That's my mom and dad's home state, Ohio. Um, and Tina, welcome. Says she's the first time she's come across the live chat. Um, yeah, and then Mama B's Crochet Kitchen. That is such a cool name. And you have a grandson. Wow. You are blessed, my friend. I don't know what it's like to have a grandchild, but that I'm looking forward to that day. No pressure, Becky. I know you're busy, sweetheart. Um, and Laurie says that she thinks the chic sheep has an aqua color, more like a tomato orange. That might work, Laurie. I don't know. So maybe our Miami Dolphin friends can look at that and consider that. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, we have a Florida person. No, it's Flovilla, Georgia. I'm sorry. It looked like Florida there for a minute. Welcome. And Jay Williams from South Carolina. Welcome, welcome. I'll be down in South Carolina very soon, probably in 2 weeks or so, and be there for a while. Okay, the announcement I wanted to tell you about, especially to my New York friend in the group chat, is I am planning on being at Vogue Live. Let's try this again. Tongue twisted. Vogue Knitting Live. It's in New York City. It's I'm not exactly sure the exact location, but if you just Google that, you can find out. That's going to be January 16th through the 19th. Now, whoever decided to do that in New York in January, I'm not so sure it's the smartest bulb in the box there, but anyway, don't tell Vogue I said that. But anyway, it looks like I'm going to be heading to New York in January. I'm going to help out at the Good Loops yarn booth. So if you do happen to go there, please stop by and you can meet my friend Stephanie, and you can check out some amazing yarn. I might have some books there. I need to double check that, but I'll have some goodies there available. I've never been to this event before. I know it can be quite a spectacle. So I'm mostly going as a curiosity seeker, looking forward to meeting some of you if you're in the area. And yeah, I'm just looking to broaden my horizons a bit, just to meet people, to see what else is out there in the industry. I've kind of led a sheltered life, I guess, and I haven't been to New York City but once. So yeah, it'll be kind of fun. This is going to be near Times Square, which is kind of crazy, but we're really looking forward to that. So that's kind of a big announcement for me. Oh, I have one other thing. This past Tuesday, when was it? I am so befuddled here. Earlier this week, I was on FaceTime Live with Crochet World Magazine's page, and I needed to talk about some of the stitches that were in the magazine project that I was featuring. This was another magazine edition. So if you're tuning in and you saw that, that was a complete different magazine edition than what I'm going to be giving away today. But since I didn't have the Afghan to show, I did have a scarf that I've made, and this is actually a pattern in my Love Crafts store. So, and again, all the links are in the video description, as far as if you wanted to check out the Crochet World magazine, and I'll show that to you just a second. That link is down in the video description. But I made this scarf years ago, and I have a pattern at my Love Crafts store, and it has a complete video tutorial with it, but the video that is with this pattern is unique to the pattern. It's not a public for free video. This is one that only comes with the purchase of the pattern. And it's a good project if you're looking to learn a lot of different stitches quickly. And when you're done, it's just trimmed in let me show you, it's just trimmed in a simple shell stitch. You can use a different trim if you don't like that. And, then you have a scarf when you're done. And I believe I used 2 scans of the Cascade 220 wool yarn as a worsted weight for this project. And the reason I share this is the sampler that I'm going to be working on and showing you how to crochet in late January, early February are going to have a lot of these same stitches in it and extra stitches as well. So if you're brand new to the more texturized Aran stitches, this could be a project for you. It might be a little frustrating if you're a true beginner, But if you're a confident beginner and you're not afraid of making mistakes and not afraid of, as Miss Frizzle would say in the Magic School Bus, get messy, have fun. This is a low investment project, and it's one that won't matter if you mess up on this. This would be a good project to kind of get messy with. But anyway, I had a lot of interest, a lot of questions on this afterwards, after that live time with the Crochet World Facebook. So I thought I would just mention this, in case any of you out there are interested. And here's the same scarf without, well, you can't really see that with the reflection. Okay, forget that. That's the trick here with the live broadcast. It's just not quite as detailed, as I'd like, but that's okay. Well, let me check real quick and see if there's anything else I'm forgetting. If you're just now joining us, if you don't mind subscribing and hitting the thumbs up, if this is, you like the video, if you want notifications, hit that little bell. Just thought I'd throw that in there again. I always forget to say that. But let me go ahead and let me show you. Let me show you some of the things in the magazine real quickly before we announce the winners. Becky, if you could, let me see if she's emailed or texted me this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We are secretly communicating with each other through my texting app. So Becky is getting the 3 winners randomly chosen. She's getting those ready. So I just wanted to show you. The Afghan on the front is interesting. You may have heard of that little boy. Actually, he's becoming a teenager soon, with Jonah's hands. Have you seen that sweet little boy that crochets up a storm? There's a picture right there. And there's an article, I believe, in here about him, and that's actually his Afghan, his design. And let me get through some of these. Oh, this is so cute too. This is a picture of my friend Jackie. She's the editor of the magazine, and they got to meet each other. I was just so happy for both of them because Jackie's just a wonderful editor and an even better friend. And I think between her work and Carol Alexander, the previous editor, they've just taken this magazine, personally, this is my opinion, but they've taken this magazine to new heights over the years. But here's some of the projects that are in here. There's even an interesting article about how you can dye your own yarn in your kitchen if you wanted to even try that. This is really cute. It says a garland made up of mittens, little crocheted mittens, and it looks like those are single crochet, and I bet they crochet it pretty fast. Popcorn cowl. I'm not going to go through all of these patterns. Let me see. Oh, this is cute. A gingerbread house. If you wanted a calorie-free gingerbread house, there you go. Just hit your yarn stash and you can do that. Here's a hat. If you're looking for a hat for your guy. I know we've talked about that. Just getting hats for guys are so challenging. But anyway, this is the project that I have in here this month. It's actually kind of, I submitted this a long time ago. This appeared in different yarn in a past edition. So some of you old timers who've been, Crochet World friend for a long time, you may even actually have this, but it was like in multicolor, The Unforgettable Yarn by Red Heart. But it's redone, and this yarn here, which was really nice to work with, the Caron Simply Soft Tweeds. So, of course, you only need a little bit of it. You don't need much at all. And this is what they look like. Again, I know there's a lot of reflection there. And you can wrap these around your, mug of hot chocolate or coffee cup. I do use these. And they're a lot of fun. You can put a nice little button there on them. I am going to be working up a tutorial for these as well. This will be one of the small items that I will be doing in the month of probably end of November, early December, so that I can, keep some ideas coming to you, but ideas that aren't going to totally distract you. Because I know, once the Christmas season really kicks in, here's a picture of Jonah with his Afghan in the story that's in there. Lovely, lovely child, lovely family. I so respect his family for adopting him and raising him in a great way. I mean, so many good things happening here. And this is a beautiful Afghan. Let me see who did this. I know I'm flopping this. Okay, that's a Margaret Wilson Afghan. Isn't that beautiful? So, let's see. Well, let's see what time is. It is 12:30, and I promised that we would have the winners at 12:30, and I want to be faithful to that. There are many more projects in here, and I did miss a lot of comments coming in, and I'm sorry about that. But I do see one comment here. So, what is your favorite, ripple or chevron? They're almost synonyms. Faith, I'm not sure. I do like that a lot. I do like that both. Well, let me hit my messages here. Okay, so these are our winners, and if you are still in the live chat, please send me an email to bonniebay@me.com. Becky is going to put that in the chat right now. If you could do that for me, hun. Okay, so the winners are Kimberly Happy Life. Okay, so Kimberly, Kemberly, Happy Life. Janice Jackson and Heather Washington. So let me read those again. Kimberly Happy Life, Janice Jackson, and Heather Washington. So if you could send me an email to Bonnie Bay, BONNIEBAY, at me.com, what I'm going to do is I will forward your email. We don't need any mailing addresses for this since we're not dealing with hard copies, but I will forward your email address to my contact at Annie's, who is the owner of Crochet World Magazine, and they will be in touch with you and send you the link that you need for your free digital download, okay? So thank you so much, all of you, for sticking around to the end. And remember the Christmas, quick crochet gift idea video is coming out this coming Monday. And just remember, as always, any links that you need to get in touch with me now or in any of the other videos, they are in the video description below. And just to remind you that any patterns from any of my things are all moved to lovecrafts.com. I know a lot of my things have the Ravelry frame on it, but that's because they're old and I have no way of changing that. I can just put a pointer to it. But just to let you know, everything is at lovecrafts.com. And thanks for your understanding with that, okay? Let me check real quick. There's anything I need to see here. Yes, Ginger Kelly says it's fun reading all the comments. It certainly is. And I tell you, you guys blow me away. You are so encouraging, not just to me, but to one another. And I see that all the time in my comments. If I post something that somebody else has made and, everybody just jumps on it to encourage and high five them. And that is just amazing. We have... see everybody even now just congratulating the 3 winners, even though you're not one of them. I so appreciate that. That attitude's gonna really bless you in life. It's gonna carry you a long way. And Lou says he's gonna be looking for info on the New York City trip. Yep. If you see a lady that looks kind of confused, Lou, that dragging about 3 suitcases behind her from the train station. That'll probably be me in New York City somewhere. But anyway, well, that's all that I have for now. I need to go get some lunch, and you probably do too. And I just want to wish you a wonderful week. Stay warm. Get out those sweaters and ponchos and scarves and hats and gloves and all those things we work so hard to make. And I just want to say God bless. And Lord willing, I will see you next week. Bye bye.